Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Brew here live on Brew Sports. It is a Friday edition of the program, and Lord have mercy, is there just way too much going on in the sports world, mostly from the NFL draft last night. I am still trying to figure out everything that took place last night. I think the city of Chicago is still drunk after the pick that they did for the number 2 overall with Mitch Trubisky. I don't know what the heck is going on. I do know, though, that my good friend Jaymee Evers is here this morning, and that makes me very happy. So a very good morning to you, Jaymee. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired after last night, honestly. We were here for 2.5 hours doing some live NFL draft coverage on Brew Sports, but it was a lot of fun. Just a little tiring after a while after being here since 6 a.m. yesterday, but a great time nonetheless, to say the least. But yeah, just letting it all kind of settle in this morning, honestly.
At
a lot
least
going
your
on.
pants aren't inside out.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Good.
I'm assuming yours must be then.
They are.
That's quite the way to start your morning, I guess. If your pants are inside out, what does that say about your life?
I don't know. I thought I was getting it together.
I thought so too, Jaymee. We've talked about this. It's a 5-step program, and I thought step 1 was putting your pants on correctly. Back to square one, I guess.
I just thought that came with like being an adult. You just knew how to do it. But
do you fail at being an adult if you can't put your pants on properly?
Yeah. I
think that's how that works.
Can't dress yourself. Can't dress anybody else.
Yourself. Get out.
Yeah.
Can't even take care of your own self, and you can't even put your pants on correctly. Yeah, I don't. No.
Yeah, you're good to go.
I'm good. I'm good all over the
You're
place.
golden.
I will say there's nothing harder and more devastating in the morning when you are very tired and you're in a rush and you can't find underwear and it's dark and you're just like, should I just not even bother today? Like, I don't know. Like, that's like the question that I contemplate. But thankfully, there was fresh underwear on the top of the laundry basket. I'm like, okay, good. My day can continue now. But like, you come out of the shower, you're like, shoot, where is it?
When you displace things that are normal, like everyday things you use, it's like the most frustrating. Remotes, like certain combs I have, that one really makes me angry.
Certain combs?
Yeah, well, like I have a brush, and then I have like different combs.
Right. I mean, I understand,
Right.
but I just was confused on.
I don't know, and like I don't know where they go. I don't know if Harold takes them and like bats them around. But yeah.
That's why his hair's always looking fresh, because
Yeah.
he's combing his hair.
Oh my God, he was annoying this morning. He would not shut up.
See, that I get more scared when I lose my wallet and when I lose my keys, which I have very specific spots. Like I have my keys, they're on a little thing right by the front door on my way out, and my wallet goes in the same place every single night, so that way I always know where it is. And when one of the two are not there, especially my keys, like I and my wallet. I don't lose my wallet very often, but it's probably, you can ask my wife this, like probably every 3 to 5 months I lose my wallet for like a few hours and I lose my mind. And I'm like, where's my wallet? Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm very much just a creature of habit. Like, okay, that goes there, I do this, and I'm on my way.
I lose my wallet often, but that's because I'll take sometimes if I'm like running errands, instead of bringing like a big bulky purse, I have like this tiny one I carry. So I'll just throw like my cards and my ID in there.
Right, yep.
And then from there, it's just a mess.
Yeah, Liz saying on Facebook, not only good morning, but she says, pants inside out. I've done that before. Jeff wishes us good morning. He said, that's great, though, because those are flexible, pants being inside out. So fixable. That's true. Or flexible. I can't also English either. Liz also says, or when you're looking for that one thing, usually clothes, and that one thing is what you can't find. Like, it's true. Like, I know I've got that one shirt. It's going to match this outfit perfectly. Or, like, when you lose, I'm not a girl, but, like, when you lose that one of the 2 earrings.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is the perfect set. I'm going to look beautiful. I can't find one of the 2 earrings.
It's funny you say that because I'm packing for this weekend, and I can't. Yeah. I have this pair of sandals that I know I have somewhere in my apartment. They're somewhere, and I can't find them anywhere. And it's driving me crazy, so I'm going to have to go to Target and get a new pair.
Right.
But
well, I feel like when has that ever been a bad thing?
Right.
To go to Target, honestly. It's like, oh, if I have to. My wife is the worst at Target. I love my wife. This isn't rad on my wife.
It's not just her. It's Target is the worst for
Target
any
is literally
woman.
the worst.
Yeah. They have everything.
I don't really find like I get that roped into Target as a whole. Like I walk in, like I enjoy it. Like there's a couple of things I'll be like, oh, I'll go wander to the game section, or I'll wander like over to the men's clothes. But like they do it on purpose. Like you walk in and here's the clearance. And here's the women's like new line.
Right.
Like as soon as you walk in, it's just like, oh.
I feel like the men's selection at Target isn't as great as the women's. Like we've got like cute swimming.
I've got some cute
suits.
like Massimo things. Like that's the brand. Like I've got some cool stuff from that. Like my wife just bought me 2 shirts for Florida. Like I'm super stoked to wear those. But yeah, you look at like the droves of women's clothes and there's like 2 shirts and a V-neck for the guys.
Target's definitely
like,
a chick store.
Like okay, thanks guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, Liz says Target is a trap.
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
It's a terrible, terrible trap. But still. You can't not love Target, I feel like, at the same time. Great prices.
And now they have, like, the Mario Kart. Have you seen that? I haven't been there yet.
Oh, no. Liz, my wife told me about this. And I honestly thought she was joking with me.
No.
That's right. I don't know why I thought, yeah. I haven't been to a Target since I bought the unicorn frappuccino last week, and they didn't have it at that point. So
yeah, I haven't seen it for myself yet, but like they have, I guess like some of them have like the parking balls outside, so you don't like run into the building. Like those
Right.
are different characters, and then like when you walk in,
is there like a promotion that I'm just missing?
Yeah, I don't
with
know.
Target and Mario.
And then there's like when you walk in the door, someone sent me a Snapchat the other day. It has like the 3, 2, 1, go, like the start of Mario. And then you walk in and the carts look like little, yeah. No, wrong theme song.
That's definitely Mario.
I mean Mario, but that's not Mario Kart.
I don't know what that one is.
I don't know if there's actually a theme song, but yeah.
Luis says good morning on Facebook. Yeah, I love Mario Kart. Was it you and I that talked about this, or was Tanner and I talking about Mario Kart the other day?
No, we talked about Super Smash Brothers.
That's right, and frickin' Chansey.
Yeah.
Stupid Chansey. It isn't even a real character.
Yeah,
I
she
still don't believe in
real.
Chansey. I know we want to talk about sports, but Mario Kart needs to get talked about for a moment because it technically is a sport, depending on who you talk to. Who's your go-to? I always use
Yoshi.
Toad. Yoshi's yours?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody goes with Yoshi.
He's just so cute. He's like a little animal.
Well, you were looking at baby rhinos before we went on the show
I know.
today. You're like, look at the little baby rhino. It's so cute. I'm like, okay.
He was cute. His little tail was wagging.
This is why I still firmly believe that even though you're like, nah, I'm probably not going to have kids. If you do ever have a kid, you'd be like, look at the little baby. It's so cute. Like, you're just going to be like beside
like that
yourself.
Super annoying person.
Right.
That
Like, look at my baby.
shoves it in everybody's
Look
face.
at my baby. It's so cute. You're like, we get it, Jaymee. We get it. Thank you. Like, cute baby. I mentally am like that with my son. Like,
Yeah.
I walk around with Beckham in public, and I know people are looking at me, and part of me wants to be like, he's cute, right? Right? I'm like, haha. But, like, it's a little weird when people are like, oh, look at the cute baby. I'm like, get out of here. Like, it's not your baby. It's my baby.
I made this.
Yeah. You didn't do nothing. Ian says he's a classic Mario guy. Josh says Team Yoshi. Luis says he goes with Bowser.
Oh, nice.
That's interesting because Bowser's the heaviest of all the Mario Kart
yeah, but
fellers.
he's good at like running people off the road.
Well, he is, right. But I mean, I feel like it takes you such a long time to get up to full speed
I
with
agree.
Bowser, you know? Adam says Baby Bowser is the way to go on Mario Kart on the Wii. See, I haven't dabbled too much with the newer generations, like with Baby Bowser and
Baby Toad, I think
Baby
there
Toad.
is.
I think everyone's got a baby now. Baby Mario. Like, why do we have to have all these babies? Where are their mamas? That they're, you know, like, where are the? I mean, all the dads just had kids and brought their sons with them. Like, where are the moms?
They all came from Peach.
Yeah.
This little slut.
Japers Peach. Keep it together. Yeah, nobody ever really uses Wario
No.
or Waluigi, or right? Is that Waluigi and Wario, and then maybe you don't even really use Luigi very much either.
Right,
I feel
'cause
like
he's
Luigi always just gets the shaft.
Yeah.
He's famous because of Mario.
Right. He's
He
like
doesn't
that,
have his own brand.
That brother that's in the shadow.
Right, exactly. Like even though you've got, you know, your own franchise of fighting ghosts with a vacuum, like that doesn't make you successful, bro. Like you're forever going to be Mario's brother. That's just the way it is.
True.
I feel like. So
I agree.
I'm a Toad guy when it comes to Mario Kart. I think he's fun, he's fast, he's sharp, he's quick, he's witty. Love it.
Is he witty?
I don't know.
I don't think he talks. He just like,
He says I'm the best.
oh, he does.
Yeah.
And he makes like a pretty,
Yeah.
ooh, that was good.
Thanks. I try. Lord have mercy. Princess Peach's first name is Karen. That's the best comment of the day so far. 100 points for you, Josh. I love it.
Points are coming back.
Freaking points. You can get points anytime. Luis wants to know who's more tired, Mario from rescuing Peach or Link from saving Zelda. Honestly, like I feel like no matter what these guys do, they always got to go save him again.
This is a good debate because I'm going to go Mario because Peach is freaking useless. She gets
is.
rescued and then she gets stolen again.
Right?
Zelda at least gets her own video game at the end of
Seriously,
it.
Zelda's
and
boss.
she's like killing people and stealing coins and riding horses. Yeah. Plays a little piccolo thing, whatever that is.
I don't know. It's not a Piccolo. I know that, but I know for a fact that still is.
Yeah, Mario's definitely more tired because Peach is freaking useless.
Right. Yeah, and it's always the same guys too. It's like the girl that you keep rescuing, but she still keeps going back to the same ex-boyfriend. She always gets captured by Donkey Kong, and she always goes back to Bowser. She's got her two main bays that she always
Right.
goes back to. It's like, listen, I'm not going to keep saving you. Like one of these times, Mario's going to be like, well, you're lost. Go
Right.
get stuck up there with the
He
monkey
should've.
man throwing barrels at me. Like it's not worth it.
I agree.
Not worth it to me. I got a life to live. I got to keep my brother Luigi from fighting ghosts because he's irrelevant.
Now, who do you think is more popular, Link or Zelda? Because I didn't even know Link saved Zelda. I thought
I didn't
Zelda
know that
was,
either. Zelda's
was her
way
own
more
thing.
popular, in my opinion. You don't hear about the Link's franchises. It's Zelda and the mystical wonders of wonderfulness or whatever. I don't even know what it is. Way more popular than Link. From the people that I hear and have spoken with, that's the word on the street at least. So, in my professional opinion. Luis also says that he agrees with you as well too.
I'm a logical person.
You are. You're a very logical person. You're a very smart person on a lot of counts, Jaymee. So I completely understand.
Well, thanks, Baxter.
And support your decision on this one. All right. So last night was the first round of the NFL draft. There was a lot that took place last night, Jaymee. I know that you were occupied doing other things last night, but I'm assuming you still had the opportunity to kind of check in on a lot that was taking place last night. So Myles Garrett goes first overall to the Cleveland Browns last evening. And it was kind of what a lot of people thought it was going to be. Nobody was very turned off by it. They're like, oh, yeah, Myles Garrett, that was who the Browns, in theory, should have picked. That is who they ultimately end up taking. That helps them shore up their defense as well, too. I don't know if you had any thoughts at all about the Browns taking Garrett at number 1 at all. I mean, not a lot of people were surprised. It was who they were supposed to pick, and ultimately that's who they ended up taking.
Right. I think people had a lot less faith in the Browns for picking players of the draft. So I think if you don't underdeliver, you're doing okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, listen, if you don't completely F it up, you're going to be just fine. And thankfully, they didn't totally F it up. And, I mean, the first round wasn't glamorous. It wasn't amazing by any means if you are a Cleveland Browns fan. However, they did come up with a couple of players. They did take Myles Garrett. They also took Jabril Peppers later on. And they traded with the Green Bay Packers, who I'm still a little salty about for the fact that they had to do that. To come back in and get David Oyanku from Miami as well too, or David Joku, I believe. That NJ always gets me with the pronunciation. I have no idea.
I think too. Going back to Myles Garrett, I believe I heard yesterday that the Browns allowed 66 sacks last season.
That sounds about right. If that's true.
So picking Myles Garrett, right? Like if you would have picked anybody else for your first pick. Like one of the biggest things in football, besides catching the football and running it into the end zone, or catching in the end zone, is protecting your quarterback.
That's usually a good place to start.
When you play, however many, how many games you play?
16 games a season.
So I wonder if that included postseason, because that's like
no, Browns didn't go to the postseason last year. When you only win one game, usually they don't let you in.
Oh, poor guys.
Sad Cleveland Browns.
So 66 in less than 20 games is more than 3 a game. Like that's not great.
Right. So this is the thing with Cleveland. I think that they have made the right moves, I feel like, moving forward. I think that they have the people in place to be successful. I think that day 2 is going to be very telling. You know, when rounds 2 and 3 go today, obviously they traded one of their picks to the Green Bay Packers. They traded 2 of their picks to the Green Bay Packers. So Cleveland, they had 12 picks to give, though, I mean, overall. So they still have a lot of time to go find other people. They've shored up the defense a little bit. They need to get the offense a little bit more hot and heavy, but obviously Cleveland still has a lot of room to go, honestly. So I'm curious to see what they do moving forward. One of the big story, though, I feel like from the draft last night was the Chicago Bears taking Mitch Trubisky and basically selling the entire farm and then some to get him just to move up 1 pick. If you didn't hear about this last night, the Chicago Bears moved from the 3rd pick to the 2nd pick. And sometimes people might say, oh, maybe they just switched picks. That can have been very expensive. But what they did by switching picks is the Bears ended up giving a 3rd and a 4th round pick and a pick in the 3rd round next year to San Francisco just to go up 1 spot for a guy that the 49ers weren't even going to draft because they were that concerned about losing him, even though nobody thought the Bears were going to take a quarterback.
Do you think – okay, I'm a little bit confused by this because a couple weeks ago we talked about how Jay Cutler's actually not that bad of a quarterback.
He's not.
He just doesn't have – the force behind him to be successful.
Right.
So then they trade for a great quarterback, or what they assume is going to be a great quarterback, and still with the same shitty offense.
It's true.
So what was the point? That's my own, that's what I don't understand.
I think that the Chicago Bears, along with a lot of other teams, just get so hyped by the shiny prettiness of a new quarterback. It's like maybe he's our savior. People see the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers of the world, even Peyton Manning as well, too. Very rarely does a first-round quarterback really pan out to be a successful quarterback. A lot of the NFL quarterbacks you see nowadays that are successful weren't first-round quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers was an exception, a very late first-round deal. We always hear the stories about Tom Brady, late 6th or 7th-round quarterback and still one of the greatest to ever play the game. Like, obviously that happens a lot. I think people just get so much stock placed in on, like, maybe this is the guy. I think people are always guilty. I mean, how many times you're like, well, if I just get that job, if I just get paid this much, things are going to be okay. Chicago's like, if I just get this player, things are going to be okay.
Okay.
So I think that they fall victim to that stereotype of saying, well, I just need to get this guy through the door and we're going to be just fine. Which ultimately, though, as Ian says on Facebook, the Bears got a little bit of highway robbery from John Lynch and the 49ers with the incredible switcheroo that they got to pull on them last night. Jeff actually asked a question here. He says, I need your guys' suggestions. Started a quote-unquote playoff beard, excuse to not shave, and need to decide if now that the Bucks have lost, if I need to shave it or if it's a Preds beard for the NHL playoffs. What say you, Jaymee? You're the knowledgeable one about playoff beards in the family here.
Did you start it before the Preds began playing? Because if you did, then you got to keep it. If you started it after,
I shaved my
shave that sucker.
I shaved my my 5-day-old playoff beard this morning.
I love playoff beards. I just like scruff.
We've had this conversation before about me with facial hair. Like, I can't do it very much. Like, you can kind of see, like,
a little baby 5 o'clock shadow.
I do. Like, I just shaved literally an hour and a half ago. And this is what I am.
So
It's my
manly.
Italian roots.
So manly.
I was like, pretty sure that's sarcasm. Pretty sure. I don't know. We are asking 2 questions of the day today, of course, that I really want to hear from folks on, especially the second one, especially from Jaymee. Are you having an NFL draft hangover after the craziness from last night? And what is your trick of fighting a hangover? I feel like those are 2 very valid questions. It is a Friday. People are going to be going out this weekend as well, too. Sometimes things get a little out of hand, and sometimes you need to be able to recover on a Sunday or, unfortunately, a Monday, depending on how long it takes you to get it down. Jeff says he did start his beard before both teams started playing in their respective playoffs. Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Keep it going. Don't be like me, I guess. Dan also says, remember Ryan Leaf? Yes, we all remember Ryan Leaf and his just crash and burn. And even Alex Smith, too. I mean, Alex Smith is not an awful NFL quarterback, but at the same time, he's not a great NFL quarterback. He's leading Kansas City to relevancy, but he's not an elite quarterback, but he was the first overall pick in the draft. So there's a certain stigma that comes for being drafted somewhere 1 through 5. And when you're not performing at like in an absolutely blow them out of the water elite level, a lot of people have problems with that. So I can understand why the Bears fans are still freaking out about drafting a guy like Mitch Trubisky. Eric says, NFL hangover, yes. I went to a Buffalo Bills draft party and there was free beer. Ooh. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I'm not necessarily suffering from a hangover in the sense that I was super excited about it. Like, I thought the draft is a lot of fun. I mean, we obviously were here for 2.5 hours last night covering it on Brew Sports, but I like the drama. It's like when you go to the mall and you people watch. Like, I liked doing that for the draft last night. I'm more hungover from watching people than I am from, like, as a fan. Like, was I upset the Packers traded out of the first round? Yes. But I was over it, like, in 10 seconds.
Right.
I may have hit my steering wheel driving home and like, are you kidding? Waited, 3.5 hours for them to make this stupid pick, and they just traded away. I'm like, whatever. Screw you, Ted Thompson. All right, anyway, back to my normal life. Like, that was literally, like, my grieving period right there. So I wasn't really fully upset about it, in all honesty. So I'm not hungover. I'm not mad about it. I ain't mad, bro. No yes drama. Support the yes drama here on Brew Sports. But, that's just me. So people apparently are also chiming in with how they cure their hangovers. Dan says a fried egg on a greasy hamburger and Bailey's in your coffee.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, I need a cheeseburger. If I'm super hungover, a cheeseburger with bacon and a over medium egg. Oh, yeah. Some mayonnaise and ketchup. It's gross, but it's so good.
Is that your go-to when you're hungover?
Yeah. I don't get hungover very often, though.
Right.
Like,
you're classy.
I'm just a young buck.
I can go for days.
I usually just wake up, have a cup of coffee, and I'm good to go. But if I am hungover, which is starting to become more of a thing, it wasn't like 2 years ago.
Getting old, Jaymee.
Dan's right on the fried egg on a burger. You need some grease in your body.
What's the worst you've ever been hungover for? Worst you've ever been hungover before? I'm trying to think for me, too. I don't drink excessively a lot, but, like, the few times that I've done it, like, I've gotten pretty blitzed a few times.
The nights I go out and I don't drink that much are the nights I have the worst hangovers.
Really?
Yeah. So like probably like 2 years ago, I got super hungover, and like literally could not leave my bed, and I just left my bed to puke.
Wow.
And I'm like, and I don't puke ever. And that was the most I've ever been hungover.
Huh. That's very interesting. Scott on Facebook says, hangover prevention tip, Gatorade before bed always works for me. So even if you've just been out partying and drinking, drink a bottle of Gatorade before you go to bed. The electrolytes help power you while you sleep. Then you can probably go to the bathroom.
I know I'm going to be super hungover when I wake up in the morning. There's like 5 glasses of water next to my bed because I've forgotten that I've continually brought water back. But yeah.
That's very interesting. James also says bacon and eggs fried in bacon grease. Then I'll go hunt down a greasy cheeseburger.
I'm telling you, cheeseburgers are the way to go.
My God. Adam says my hangover cure is a bottle of cherry Lucozade?
Ooh, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. And a sausage sandwich followed by about 3 hours of sleep. That's it? That's all you do is you sleep?
Probably like wakes up, eats, and then takes a nap.
Then takes a nap. Okay. Liz says your 22nd birthday, Bax. I think it was 22nd. Yeah. 22nd was my worst. So my 21st birthday wasn't bad. I wasn't stereotypical like I'm 21. Like I've been drinking since I was 10. Okay, like my family's Italian. I wasn't like I got to 21 and all of a sudden I had alcohol for the first time and I'm like what? Like wasn't it? I wasn't about that life. I was in a car for most of my 21st birthday. 22nd birthday, it was bad. Went out with some friends. It was a very short story, so I'll tell it very briefly. Went out with some friends. It was great. Had a couple of drinks. Life was completely fine. Go back to my college dorm. My wife, fiance at the point, wife now, and 2 of my friends are there. And they're like, hey, before you go to bed, because I was super tired, I'm like, I'm going to go to bed, guys. You guys, they were going to hang out. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to bed. Like, before you do, why don't we just take a couple of shots? It's your birthday, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sure. What's the worst that could happen? My friend's like, well, I have 5 different types of alcohol here. Why don't we take a shot of each, and then we'll call it a night. I'm like, shh, why not? Yeah, I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling 22.
Right, exactly. May have had a little Taylor Swift hanging in the background. I don't know. I can't remember all 5 alcohols, but I know for one that one was peppermint schnapps. One was, I want to say whiskey. I think another one was vodka. I don't remember the other 2, but we had to take a shot of each. I made it through 4.5 shots, and then it went downhill. Like I took the 4 of my shots. I'm like, oh great. I don't remember which one was last, but whatever one was last, it stayed down for about 5 seconds. I'm like, I'm good, and then it just all went to hell. I woke my wife up. Like I was projectile vomiting. It was bad.
Oh.
And I was like the sad, like weepy drunk bad. Like I was like crying. I was laughing. I was like, like I'm so sorry. Like it was bad. Like my wife was so mad at me at that point, and she was like, I cannot believe that you did this. And my roommate at the time too was probably just about as bad. And it was literally like the most stereotypical, like I love you, man. I love you too. Like this is the worst.
Oh, no.
Like it was bad. It was really bad.
I'm so happy I don't puke.
I've never puked before. Like I've never drank that much. Like I think it was just one of those things where I was like, yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna double down, and I just completely lost it. It was bad. It was really, really bad. But I've thankfully never gotten that bad ever again. So I don't understand this whole bacon and egg thing though, Jaymee. People are all about that life apparently. Eric also says 2 Gatorades and 4 ibuprofen before bed apparently. Sounds a bit excessive to me from an ibuprofen perspective.
I think I usually take 4 ibuprofen. Like,
do you?
Yeah, I did yesterday.
What's the recommended amount that you can take at once?
I don't think there's it's ibuprofen. You can take as much as you want.
It's like candy.
Take it until you feel good.
I suppose so. Sarah commenting on Facebook, he says Chiefs traded up this year to number 10 for Mahomes, but still stayed out of the entire first round. And water and a multivitamin before bed. I don't get a hangover if I do that. A multivitamin, I guess, yeah, because you've been effing your body for the last couple of hours. So then throwing some nutrients and a bottle of water in there, I guess that'll help gear you up.
Right.
Hangover tips this morning here on the Morning Brew. I like it. Dustin says, mine is the best. I don't drink. I was the DD on my 21st. Wow. There you go, I guess. Josh, I don't agree with Josh's advice here. He says, just don't stop drinking and you won't get a hangover. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
That's definitely, I understand what he's saying. Sometimes you just got to wake up and you're like,
get back after it. Give me the
here's
bloody.
Yep. Here's a mimosa. Yeah, I'll throw some Jaymee shots in there.
I love a good Bloody Mary. Went to Cafe Central over a couple of days ago. Got the Milwaukee in. Phenomenal. Josh says, did she hold your hair while you were puking? # true love. Yes, I felt like it. I felt Felt like the classy gal that that stereotypical college movies, like, hold my hair, Becky. Like it was, yeah, like, I mean, this is how long my hair was, so I mean, there's nothing to hold, obviously, but.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever had anybody have to hold my hair back.
No. Like, how drunk do you have to be to not hold your hair?
Right. I know I puked once on my 21st birthday, and I know I puked another time at a bar in Whitewater. But other than that, I don't think I ever puked.
That's interesting. Ian has a very intriguing one for me. He says, hangover cure, use the bathroom, shower, shave, scoop of peanut butter. In that order.
Yeah, but I feel like when you're hungover, if you're not, like, dying, you're pretty hungry. And a scoop of peanut butter is not going to do that for Jaymee.
If you're not dying. I don't understand. If you're not dying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not dying, like, if you're not, like, puking, like, can't move.
Right.
Because your stomach's so upset. But if you're just, like, hungover, like, the whole head and just, like,
I feel like peanut butter is too difficult to try to eat. Like, I just need something that I can, like, lightly chew or lightly swallow. Like, I don't need to try to work my way through peanut butter. Like, it can stick to the roof of your mouth. You're like it's not
roof.
Roof?
I say rough.
Roof?
Rough.
The rough. So, like, is the rough on fire or is the roof on fire?
The roof. I don't know, but I feel like I say rough.
The rough
that might be like, because you're from Florida.
I lived 13 years here in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah, but not consistently, right?
0 to 13, I lived in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
And then
13
to 20, I was in Florida.
Okay. The roof of my mouth. Okay, now I don't know what I say.
The roof of your mouth.
But I think I say rough.
The rough. So, like, if you're gonna go up on
the roof.
So where does Santa come down? He lands on the rough or the roof. Do you have shingles on your roof or on your roof?
Maybe I just say both.
Maybe you're just from Sheboygan.
That's true.
That's just we can apply the Sheboygan, multiplier, and that completely changes the game, I guess.
Dustin says Stenny's has good Bloody Marys. They do.
I've never been to Stenny's before.
They do, and their Bloody Mary, you can have, usually you have a Bloody Mary and you can have like one, and then you're good and you can move on. Stenny's are super like light. They're not like heavy.
Heavy, man.
So you can have more than one. They're good.
That's interesting. I did not know that about Stenny's. I do love a good Bloody Mary. I think that they are probably one of the better things that I've discovered in my latter years, aside from sushi.
Yeah, but when you get a bad Bloody Mary, it's gross.
It is. Like, like you take, if that first sip is not good, you're like, nope.
Yeah.
Take it back. Take it back. Not even worth it. Liz says, rough is the sound of a dog. Naked roof is the mouth and a house.
Said makes. She meant to say makes.
I'm assuming so. Rough is sound dog naked. Never seen a naked dog. Aren't they all naked technically? Isn't that how that works? Are animals technically naked even though they have fur on them?
No.
No?
No.
That's not how that works?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so they're clothed.
Sure.
But are they clothed though? It's fur.
I don't know. No, they're naked.
Like, stop. It's too much. Too much to figure out this early.
Dustin, I have never had a good Bloody Mary in Sheboygan, so you're lying.
Sheboygan is not good for much. What is, like, if you had to tell me, you're going to go to Sheboygan and you're going to try this, what am I having? Why would I care about going to Sheboygan to get something aside from visiting you and Big Kenny?
Big Ken.
Love Big Ken. We got to get Big Ken on the show. Is there any reason in my world that I should care to go to Sheboygan to try something? Because I've been to Sheboygan.
Like
I have
to try
family.
Food?
I have family that live in, I think they live in Sheboygan or in Fond du Lac. I don't know. I have family up in that general vicinity. Dustin says cheese curds. Are there good cheese curds in Sheboygan? Or, like, what's, like, the go-to joint? Like, you're bringing family in from out of town, like, oh, let's go out for dinner in She Vegas. Where are we going?
Oh, boy. I don't know. If we go out to eat with my family, it's usually, like, some type of family restaurant. My grandparents love family restaurants. So that's usually what we do. If you were to, okay, so there's this bar called Frankie's, and they have these burgers. They're short, they're skinny, but they're huge. And that's, like, one of my favorite places to go to, especially when I'm hungover, because I get a huge bacon cheeseburger. Other than that, I don't know if there's anything like, I mean, there's, like, good restaurants and stuff. Like, it's up and coming.
Right.
Like, up and coming, like, food places. But I don't know if I would be like, when you go to Sheboygan, you have to try blah, blah, blah. Like, there's not.
Nothing?
No.
Nothing like you got to do it, just make it happen kind of thing. I get that, I guess. I mean, yeah, I mean, what else? I mean,
I heard they just got a rooftop bar, though. Whoop, whoop.
A what?
A rooftop bar.
Rooftop. There you go. So
rooftop.
it is rough.
Oh. Roof.
Yep.
I said rooftop.
I know. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, so that there you go. Like, you not even trying to do it. Like, you just subconsciously say rough. They got a rooftop bar.
Yep.
It's a rooftop. Dan says Schulte's Feast for hamburgers. Never heard of Schulte's. I'm assuming is that a Sheboygan thing?
I don't know what that is.
You call yourself a true Sheboyganite. Sheboygan, whatever you are.
Is he saying Schultz? Are you saying Schultz's on, what street is that?
I don't know.
14th? 14th Street?
Is it Sheboygan we're talking about still?
Yeah,
or what are we?
I think so.
There's a lot going on right now. I don't know. I don't know officially what's taking place right now. Who knows? All right, so we've been asking the questions today. Are you having an NFL draft hangover, and what are the tips and tricks for fighting a hangover as well, too? We'd love to know and hear from you guys what you think your hangover tendencies are. James also says Charcoal Inn in Sheboygan apparently is a hot commodity that people should go to.
Cute little rinky-dink place.
Little rinky-dink.
There's two.
They have a rooftop bar?
No, they don't.
Get out of here. You posers. Charcoal Inn, if that's your real name. What about Charcoal Grill? We've got those here.
I remember going to Charcoal Inn as a kid, and I would get grilled cheese, and it would just overflow with cheese. So that's why I used to like that place.
That does sound yummy. So we also need to look at some stupid people. If you ever had any questions about how stupid people from Ohio are, it's amazing that to get into Ohio State is such a lengthy process. If you haven't seen or heard about this picture or not yet, here's a picture of some Ohio State fans watching Michigan football practicing in Rome. I don't know why Michigan football is practicing in Rome, but they are. They wanted to show their support and spell Ohio. O-I-H-O.
Maybe they thought that when they took the picture, it would be backwards.
Maybe. I can see that. But that didn't.
But no.
Like, look at the guy on the far left here. He's looking back at everybody like, you guys, like, really? You got this. You had one job.
And Karen, you're supposed to be the I.
Gosh, Karen, get it together. I do it on the far right. Needs some help with his hair.
Yeah, he does. I just think it's funny because Ohio State fans are the most annoying. Like,
they are.
I'm from Ohio State.
And it's not Ohio State. It's the Ohio State. Like, really? No one cares. Shut your mouth. I feel like if I could make a list of like my top 5 or top 10 things that annoy me the most, it would probably be the these and the thes and the theys there of the Ohio State.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. Jeff also says, yes, they are annoying. Thank you, Jeff. I knew Jeff would get at me for that. Josh says, why would you drive 2 hours while on vacation to Italy to try and troll and fail? Losers. Exactly. This is interesting, too, because Coach John Harbaugh, or John? That's the Jim? Jim. University of Michigan, they gave the Pope, they got an audience with the Pope. That's the most Harbaugh thing ever. Like, I've done this, I've done that. Oh, by the way, got to hang with the Pope. They gave the Pope a Michigan helmet and a pair of Air Jordans. Are you serious? Like, I mean, I get it. You're the Pope. You're up. You have to stand for those long vigils, and you've got to, say a lot of rosaries and such. So, I mean, you get tired after a while, and you got to have comfortable shoes on. I would be so
funny if
I would just be just like pulls up his there's this like sweet Jordans, like that would be so freaking awesome. He's got like Go Blue.
That's funny.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the funniest stories I've heard. When I heard that they did that the other day, I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't even be serious right now. But they are serious, clearly. Yeah, Jeff says also, pretty sure they had no clue what the helmet was though. Yeah, that probably sounds about right. I mean, even if you are like one of the archbishops or one of the bishops from Chicago got an audience with the Pope right around World Series time and gave the Pope a Cubs jersey and was like, oh, Pope's a Cubs fan. It's like, it's such a photo op. That's all it is. Like, I could give the Pope a Morning Brew shirt or like a Brew Sports shirt and he'd be like, oh, he's a Brew Sports fan. Like Pope doesn't care. It's going to go in a closet somewhere. He's like, oh.
With all the other crap people give him.
Like Pope's from Argentina, okay? Like he cares more about like a Messi jersey or he cares more about like soccer than he does about the stupid Cubs. Sarah, if you're listening. Anyway.
She's not even a Cubs fan.
I know, but she's fun. Yeah, the Pope is Argentinian, so there's really no reason for any of this. I don't want to watch this video again, but I know you want to talk about it, so why don't you talk about it briefly?
Well, they finally announced yesterday, for those of you who may or may not know or didn't listen yesterday.
Which you should have been if you didn't.
During the Nashville-St. Louis game, Kevin Fiala was checked into the boards and what looked like broke his femur, But they came out yesterday, and he did not break it. He fractured it, which still is not obviously great. And it's the most disgusting thing in the world.
Thankfully, it's not one of those situations where you see, like bones or blood.
This is the worst view.
It's like, there it goes.
Poor guy. Thankfully, he's only 20, so hopefully he'll heal fast. But just want to go out and let everyone know that they finally announced that he has fractured his femur.
Lord have mercy. You could say he caught a pretty bad break on that one. Anyway, I'm over it. Yeah. Poor Kevin Fiala. But Preds still, I feel like, very much a hot and heavy playoff title contender.
Yeah,
I mean,
he got injured like 2 minutes into the second.
He got injured last year, didn't he?
What?
Fiala got hurt last year as well, too?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Destin wants to know if he played for Milwaukee.
Yes,
did he? Okay.
last year. And he played a couple games this year.
Oh, look at that. What up, Kevin? Maybe Kevin should come on the show. Would you die if we brought Kevin Fiala on the show?
No, I would die if we brought Roman Josi on the show.
In studio, shirtless?
Yeah.
Roman, we're going to play a game called Jamie's going to lick whipped cream off your chest. Ready?
Just sit like this.
You what? They'd just be sitting here like, he and I would be trying to like have a conversation and you'd just be like,
hi. Yeah, I would.
You'd probably pet him. Surprised you didn't name your cat Yossi.
I'm not that creepy. I'm just.
Aren't you though?
Creeper from afar.
It's only weird if it's from a distance.
It's only weird if you get caught. I think I just put myself on blast though. So.
Yeah, that's how I always am too. Like when it comes to like doing something like illegal or criminal, I'm like, when people are like, "Did you do this?" I'm like, "It's only illegal if you get caught. Like it's only a felony if if you killed somebody. Like it's only a felony if you actually get caught about it."
Yeah.
I've never killed anybody, but like, still yet to get convicted on any of that stuff. I feel like that's the truth though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't. Louis says, "Don't worry. He's a creepy dude apparently as well." So happens.
It's okay. I'm never gonna meet him, so I'm allowed to be creepy.
Until he suddenly like has to get like sent down to the Admirals.
Oh my God.
And you would literally be like, "Everybody, get out."
I'll just wait in his locker.
Just sit there like, "Hi, Roman." Like,
you want this sturdy girl?
This 6-foot flyer right here. How tall is Roman? I still have yet to look at a picture of Roman Josi.
Look him up. You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed.
Oh, that's exactly what I thought he would look like. He's only an inch taller than you.
Whatever. It's an inch taller than me.
201 pounds.
Yeah, that weighs more than me too. This is perfect. We'll have dark-haired, beautiful babies.
Roman Josi. Look at him wearing his pads with no shirt. All right, Josi. Just smiling around.
Yep.
Got the backwards hat. He's from Sweden. No, he's from Switzerland.
Yep.
I wish there was like a how well do you know Roman Josi quiz, because I would totally like.
No, that's all I know. I just know that he's from Switzerland.
Philip looks like a nice guy. Why don't you, Philip?
He is nice.
Philip
he's
Forsberg?
21.
There's always PK. Let's see. Mike Fisher looks like a bit of a tool. Colin Wilson looks like a nice guy. Craig Smith looks like a tool.
Yeah, but he's hot too.
Ryan Ellis got that playoff beard. Ryan Ellis would be a good-looking guy to shave the beard.
No, I like his beard. He doesn't look like he plays hockey at all.
He doesn't. He looks like he should be like a designer, like in the Third Ward or something. Like Matthias Ekholm looks like a decent guy. Mike Fisher, yeah. James Neal looks like Sam Bradford's long-lost brother. That's weird. Get out of here, man. He's got the slick back hair. Looks a little like Patrick Dempsey-like. Why are all these guys, when they grow playoff beards, why are they red? My facial hair doesn't turn red. Like James Neal's got like a reddish beard. Yeah. And a couple other folks do as well too. Like, how does that happen?
I don't think that's a playoff beard. I think that was probably just his beard.
Just in general though, like certain people when they grow their beards, like I've got certain friends that like have dark hair, but if they grow facial hair, it turns red. How's that work?
Don't know.
I mean, I know everybody's a little Irish at least once a year, but aside from that, it shouldn't matter to your facial hair.
Right.
I don't get it. I don't get it. If you're just tuning in, we are still asking the two questions of the day, of course. That is Jaymee, I'm Baxter. What's a trick that you have for curing a hangover, and are you having a hangover from the NFL draft last night? You can send us our questions, our thoughts. We've also been debating the best Mario Kart characters. We've been talking a lot about hot guys as well, too. So, there you go.
People probably have a hangover from getting hammered last night after the Bucks lost.
Stupid Bucks.
Almost 30-point comeback, and then you lose with a layup, you idiots.
Sounds about
terrible.
Right.
I don't know who I caught out of the corner of my eye, but Bucks were down by literally probably
Literally, probably, or probably literally?
Probably, no, literally.
Literally. Like, for sure? Like
25 points.
The rough was on fire in the beam over Harris Bradley Center?
And a minute to go in the game, they get the ball, they make a layup. So now they're down by 1.
Of course.
And then the Raptors get the ball, and then they foul on them. So then the Raptors get to shoot free throw, and now the Bucks lose. What? Like, why wouldn't you just shoot a 3? You could have tied it up. They deserve to lose.
Yeah, and that's always the biggest criticism when you see teams that go for 2, like, instead of going for 3, like, at the end of the game. It's like, why would you not try to extend or try to just make it next to impossible for the other team to try to win? Credit to Toronto. They got their butt whooped in the first couple of games, and they stormed back and were able to win the game. But as we are in Milwaukee, as Bucks fans, it's like, it would have been nice to see them close out a series.
How do you come back? How do you come back 20-some points?
Without LeBron James on your team. That makes a lot of sense.
Like, why weren't you playing like that the whole game? You wouldn't have had to work so hard the last 5 minutes.
Right.
And then what I never understand is when how often, and we've talked about this before, how often people foul within the last couple of minutes of the game. Like, free throws make or break games. We all know that. And what you thought that you were going to be able to get the ball back after they threw it back and bound, like you didn't think you were going to foul? Of course you were going to foul. Like, duh. I don't know. I think that was stupid of them.
Makes sense to me.
They deserve to lose.
Right.
It's not even because I don't like the Bucks. It's just because that's how I feel.
It's true. Completely agree with you on that one. Looking back at some of the other comments as well, too. I had one. Now it's gone. Where did it go? I have no idea. Oh, Ian was saying that the Browns should still draft a quarterback at some point. He said they could still go with a good guy today, like Peterman, Kaiser, Kaye, or Dobbs as well, or Kaya. When you have 3 A's in your name, I never know what to do with you. Kind of like when you have 3 E's in your name. There's a lot going on. I don't know who would have.
I don't know if you're making fun of me, but I only have 2, and if you count both names, then I have 4.
Like I said, just people that would happen to have 3 E's in their name. Like, that's weird. Who are you?
Yeah, why are you having odd numbers?
Right?
Should have been even.
Everybody needs a friend. Don't discriminate. I don't know. I don't.
No.
No idea. I just pretend to know things, Jaymee. This is why I do this show with you, because it makes the two of us together look like we have half a clue. Yeah. So, what are you doing this weekend, Jaymee? Are you going to be watching any games? Are you going to be playing any Mario Kart? What are you doing with your life this weekend?
I'm leaving for Nashville at 2 today, because I'm going to Game 3 on Sunday.
Hey.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, you're not going to be here on Monday.
I will not.
We're gonna have a fill-in for you though, which I'm excited about. So you have to come back on Monday morning to see who we chose. It was a very long, extensive application process. We had to hold a reality TV show. Who will be the next Morning Brew co-host? I only was given like 16 roses to give out. Got it down to 1. Filmed it all in like 6 seconds.
Nice.
It's gonna be a fun show. We'll see. You have to be careful. This person might be your replacement. You never know.
I
will say she's about a foot and a half shorter than you.
Ah.
So, well, not a foot and a half. Good God, she's not that short. She's a short gal, but she's not that short.
Make sure you bring a booster seat.
Right? Exactly. I feel like your feet will be swinging off the chair. Like, this is fun. She's not a 6-foot flyer. She probably was a flyer back in the day because she's a lot shorter.
Little thing.
We'll have to see, though. But you'll have to come back on Monday to see who Jaymee's replacement is, just for the day. But no one can ever fully replace Jaymee.
Oh.
You're just a temp. Just a temp.
I'll go live from playoff.
You should. You absolutely should. It would be amazing to do.
No,
if
probably
you did
not
that.
be
You
sober enough.
probably won't be like, okay, Jaymee. You follow Jaymee on social media if you really want to see what's going on. Although I will say you do a good job of masking whatever shenanigans you do.
Thanks.
You just post about cute little like 1.5-pound puppies and like
you like
shimmying with your jersey.
Yeah. It was a boomerang.
I know it was. That's why I do it. It's like
yeah. Sometimes I'm really bad with like being drunk and being like, oh yes. And then I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, I was a woo girl last night. Woo. And then I delete them real quick.
The one that you posted though on Snapchat about like with the big face, you were making fun of the Bucks fans.
Oh yeah.
Like I laughed so hard. My wife and I were watching your Snapchat because it's apparently what we do together. We sit on the couch at night. We're like, let's see about what our friends. It's like the easiest way to know what your friends are doing.
Yeah.
Because some people are like very liberal. Like, here's my life. Like, oh, I'm drinking for the 27th day in a row.
Right.
Like, all right, cool. Now we know, Karen.
Again.
And then like, oh, look at that. Steve got a cute little puppy. Like, great. Like we get to, that's aside from Facebook, Snapchat, but it's like, oh, what's Jaymee doing? And they're like, like these losers are like, that's funny.
There are 2 types of fans in the world. these losers. And it was everyone at the like tailgate for the, and it was my favorite filter is the big mouth filter. So I was like, these losers. And it was everyone at the Bucks tailgate. And I was like, and us. And we were not.
You didn't happen to save that at all, did you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I doubt it.
Probably not. Speaking of phones, we have to do our flashback.
Yeah, flashback Friday. I don't have a theme song for it, but like we should though. Be like flashback Friday.
Oh god, this is gonna be embarrassing. You wanna go first?
Oh, I'm not ready.
Okay,
but sure, I can. Let's see. This time last year in Baxter Colburn's life, I'm sure I was doing something important. Oh! I got my hair dyed red 7 years ago on this day in Baxter Colburn history. I'll have to pull this up on this computer so that way people can see how foolish I looked. So that way you can all LOL at me. For those that don't know, Baxter Colburn, in his more younger and formative years, was bleach blonde for a year and was also a redhead for a year.
Oh boy, a whole year.
Well, my hair grows fast, but still. Freshman year of high school, I was a bleach blonde. Senior year, second semester, I was a redhead for prom. My prom date was rather surprised when I showed up with red hair because I did not have red hair when I asked her to be my prom date.
Ooh.
It wasn't like red like the color red. It was like a ginger.
Yeah.
It was like a dark ginger with my dark hair. So sue me. Get after it. Why don't you go first? This is taking a while to load.
I did Edward 40 hands for the first time 5 years ago.
What is that?
You tape 2 40s to your hands and you chug them.
Oh. Okay. I've heard of that, but actually now that you say that, I do know what that is. So anyway.
I went to what it looks like a girl, one of my friends was in a sorority at Marquette, and we dressed up as giraffes for her safari-themed bullshit event. Sororities are dumb. Let's see. Oh, I bought my snake today, a couple years ago.
Wow.
Diet Coke cures hangovers.
Oh. There you go. That's adorable. Which is, I'm not, you can finish, but I just was going to say what else is adorable is my wife in this picture. This is her contact picture in my phone still. Like, this is from like 4 or 5 years ago. Probably still one of my favorite pictures of her of all time. Anyway, that's just a proud husband moment because she's so darn cute. Packers drafted Eddie Lacy and Dayton Jones and David Bakhtiari and Micah Hyde and a bunch of other guys that have gone on to have successful careers outside of the Green Bay Packers 4 years ago.
Nice.
And I talked about it. What else? I'm trying to... Once Facebook decides to work with me, I'll get you that redheaded picture. Oh, wait. Possibly. There we go. I'm not proud of this moment.
This is the worst picture in the whole world.
There we go. Red-haired Baxter.
Where is your shirt? Why are you wearing a necklace? What is happening? Oh, my God.
You probably don't know a lot about me, Jaymee, when I was in my younger years. Like, I was the guy that...
Why is your shirt on in some of those pictures?
Because I was... I don't know. I don't know. And now the computer's freaking out. So, there you go.
Oh, man.
That's Baxter Colburn at a younger, more surprising time in my life. I'm not proud of it. I didn't think it was awful, but still, like, I'll have to see if I can dredge up the blonde picture, too. But it looked good when it was styled. I also lived in Florida, so don't give me that where was your shirt business. Mm-hmm. It was hot.
Okay.
Always hot in Florida.
Okay.
Hating on me.
All right. I'm assuming last year I was also
Josh.
watching a...
Louis says, OMG, it's Lisa Thornberry. Wild Thornberries.
It's funny. You totally looked like her.
I didn't look like Nigel Thornberry.
Oh, my gosh. That's funny. That is funny.
I never said I was proud of it.
Oh.
Liz says, LOL, this is why I had to swoop in to help him with his fashion front. Yes. Yeah. Josh also says, oh my. Yeah. Not gonna lie. It was a rather surprising time in my life. I will be very honest about that. Apparently, Liz also says, Baxter, did I tell you that I'm headed to Nashville with Jaymee? You'll be good on daddy duty. Sound good? ? I'm sure. Sure. That's fine. I mean, her family's coming into town, so I understand why she probably wants to skip town and go to Nashville for the weekend. It sounds like fun, right? Family is always way more stress than it is enjoyment. Let's be honest.
That's true. We talked about Easter. Easter's stressful.
Big Ken and the Funky Bunch. Josh says, looked like you were auditioning for the lead role in Annie. Yeah, Baxter was the redhead senior year of high school. I never said I was a smart high schooler. Just said that I was a high schooler. I have the blonde pictures somewhere. Red Lobster shirt is an upgrade.
I like the Red Lobster shirt.
Yeah, it is.
It's very summery.
I love my Red Lobster shirt. I'm going to have to wear it again at some point.
I liked it.
Don't hate on the Red Lobster. So, that's Flashback Friday here on The Morning Brew. Flashback Friday. Flashback.
You guys can tell him to stop at any time.
I feel like it's just one of those like segments, kind of like on like Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show, where like you announce the segment. Oh, it's time for Flashback Friday, and like the band plays like da da da.
Right, but other people are making those noises.
Is it weird if I make the noises and try to produce the show and host all at the same time?
Yes.
I gotcha.
Unless you had like a harmonica and you whip that bad boy out. Yeah.
Go on, Billy Joel and everybody. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Probably not. Well, I hope you have fun in Nashville this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. No Jaymee on Mondays, so for those of you that are Jaymee fans, I mean, we'll see you on Tuesday, I guess, because we know none of you like me. You only come to watch Jaymee and Tanner on any of the shows that happen on Brew Sports. I feel like I literally have like 2 fans.
Yeah, your wife is one.
My wife is one, and I think my son Beckham, who watches with her, is my other fan. But he can't comment yet because he doesn't have his own smartphone or Facebook account.
Yet.
But even then, he'll probably be like, yay, Jaymee. I'll be like, all right, get out of here. Change your own butt. Kids these days. Jeez. Bad parenting, I guess. All right, Jaymee. Well, this has been fun. I hope you have a great time in Nashville. I will miss you. I will see you on Tuesday. Tune in on Monday morning if you would like to see who the fill-in co-host will be with me on the great Monday morning. It's going to be a lot of fun. 7 a.m. Central Time. The NFL draft, of course, was crazy last night with round number 1. Round number 2 takes place this evening. Tanner and I are going to have a little bit more coverage for you coming up on halftime at 11 a.m. Central Time. We're also playing What's in My Mouth.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to want to miss that. We go off the rails on halftime, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We prank called people on Wednesday, and we got pied in the face on Monday, and it all comes full circle, and we're going to put things in our mouths and guess what they are today.
Good luck.
What's the worst that could happen? Right?
Sure.
I don't know. Don't forget, we'll be there. You should come watch, whether it's here on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube Live, or whether it's listening in on Spreaker.com. It's not quite the same, obviously, when you listen, but still, you get the general idea. Your mind, I feel like, has the opportunity to wander more when you're just listening, like, wow, what is going on? Like, anyway, you guys know where to find us. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over the place on our website, brewsportsnet.com. We've got some great articles up on the website, plus all of our videos and so much more. That's Jaymee Evers. I'm Baxter Colburn. You guys are the best. We'll see you on Monday. You'll see her on Tuesday. Go Preds. Preds in 4? Preds in 5?
Preds in 5.
Preds in 5. Got to give a little bit.
I said 6, and then Fiala got hurt, so I'm saying 5.
Preds. What?
I know. It doesn't make sense because I thought they would have
collapsed.
Yeah, on whatever day. Wednesday.
Preds in 5.
Tuesday.
You heard it here first.
Wednesday.
Jaymee Evers.
Preds in 5.
The rough is on fire. Have a great weekend, everybody.